Paper in my pocket, hella jewels in my rhymes, diamonds in my watches. Only thinking the profits, cautious round the yachts, tucked away in the cottage. Still alive, smelling flowers, pour champagne from my pockets. Can't drink it with me. I lay it all on my son, I can't take it with me. Rolling one while I'm smoking Jack Taylor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the sounds of Currency Hospital, man. Man, outgrowing friendships, baby. That was the World Is Ours by Currency, man. This is another edition of TMP. That stands for Toxic Masculinity Podcast. Coming at you live. This is your host with the motherfucking most, Big Cal, man. What's good with it? What is motherfucking good, man? Hey, it's a blessed and beautiful Tuesday coming at you from the Con City, Concity. That's why I represent. That's why I hail from the Con City. That's Concord, North Carolina. Yeah, man, we live again, man. Another episode of the Toxic Masculinity Podcast, man. We coming at you with so much more hits, so much more information, man. We just continuing the process, never letting up, doing whatever's necessary in order to educate and lead the black community locally. We're gonna start local, going global, man. That's my motto. That is my motto going forward. Start local, going global. Yeah, man, we got a jam-packed show, man. I ain't gonna hold you too long. You know how I do, man. I just want to hold your attention, hit with a few short jabs, man, make you think. Let me get a little music popping for me, man. Just random, so I don't know what it might be. I'm just whatever. Hopefully, it just don't sound crazy. You know, I love to talk to the beat. Gotta watch some of these songs I play, man. I ain't trying to get no copyright infringement. Yeah, that's popping right there, though. That's popping, man. I like that. I like this one, man. A hell of a show for you today, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna keep it too long. I'm gonna just talk about a few things that transpired within the past few days. A little bit of celebrity news, a little bit of country, U.S., United States news. Just a few things to make you think. We're gonna make you put on your thinking cap today, man. We're gonna stretch that realm of cognitive dissonance a little bit today. I think the first thing I want to talk about, I came across a clip. It was a black girl being berated, basically, by a teacher. Said a few things that I didn't all the way agree with, but I just had a few, learning points. Just a few things that I observed. I love anecdotal type, anecdotal type message, man. Like I'm the best at observing, man. I feel like I'm a different type of a person. I can observe and report like a police. I have a real good connection with the humankind. A lot of us, as humans, we're so disconnected from each other. I don't know if y'all really noticed that, but as people, we're very disconnected. One thing that I figured, and that's due to society. That's no fault of your own for the most part. Basically, we've kind of been indoctrinated and taught to not understand each other. Especially with this digital age, this metaverse, all this stuff. But yeah, I'm going off to a little tangent. But yeah, I have a good ability to read people, man. So I'm real about person to person, human interaction. I'm more on that than I am on stats, obviously. Let's see. I'll go ahead and play this clip for you real fast. Here you go.
The office. You'll wait for me there after the second bell so I can dismiss the rest of the class. Does anyone else want to try my authority? Because I am fucking done playing with you idiots. I am here because I want to be here. I somewhat enjoy this job. You need something from me. I need nothing from you. You can go through life and live on the fucking system, draw your paycheck on the 1st and the 15th from my taxes, and live just an absolute horrible life. I don't care. You can be another statistic. I don't care. That's on you. And if you think it's funny, I can take you down to the county office and we'll pull the fucking numbers. And if you don't like my language, I don't give a shit. Because you've said worse. And if you, again, Samaya, you leave too. Get out now. Get your shit, get out.
I'm not.
Get out now. I didn't fucking ask.
Yeah, man, quite vulgar. You know, we say worse on here my damn self, so I don't give a shit. Sometimes, in all seriousness, I've heard teachers say, you know, something to the exact same in my time. You know, in my time being adolescents, especially in high school. I'm actually noticing that this is actually in Jacksonville, North Carolina, at Southwest High School. So that's even more crazy to know that it's my own home state. You know, the guy kind of said a mouthful there, man. He said a lot. In my opinion, he said a lot. And in all honesty, he does. I mean, he's being completely honest. He doesn't need you. I mean, his job. He's gonna get paid regardless whether you fail and flunk out and end up being a goddamn prostitute on the streets. You know, I heard a lot about Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's not exactly the most pleasurable place to stay at. So I've heard. It's near the beach of North Carolina, near a military base and whatnot. I've heard kind of negative things about it. You know, so he's probably not wrong about the statistics as far as plaguing the black community in that area. But one of my biggest, I mean, he was very disrespectful. I mean, you know, I wouldn't want him talking to my children this way, but sometimes reality has to kick you in the ass. I say that all the time, man. So I'm not here to defend the teacher. I'm not here to bash the student, but I'm gonna have to go in a little bit because, in my opinion, this is a lot of our children. This girl, she's chewing gum, she's laughing. You know, we've all been young before. You know, we ain't gonna sit here and act like it. You know, I'm 32 myself. We've all been here before. But my biggest question is, what's so funny to her? You know, like that's my biggest question. Like everything, these kids today, everything is a fucking joke. That's really disturbing to me. You know, the only thing that they don't joke about is going out to parties, social media, having sex at such a young age, being extra promiscuous. See, that's not a joke to them. You know, they'll turn up for that. They'll, you know, take away their phones and their devices. They'll go crazy. But you know, they'll turn the whole 360. All the smiles will be gone. You know, it will turn to straight anger. But let it have something to do with a serious situation such as your life, such as your future, your well-being. You know, just your whole outlook on life, and it's a joke. It's a laugh. You know, I guess, you know, we sometimes laugh to hide the pain. You know, a lot of these kids, but I think a lot of these kids, we don't know I don't know what happened beforehand, but you know, they want to catch him when she wants to record him, you know, in that situation to make him look in a very negative light. But in my opinion, these kids, it's getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's just funny how everything is a fucking joke to them. You know, it's hot damn ridiculous. So it's like, my biggest thing is when they graduate from high school and they're out of this bubble of security where you're getting basically 3 hots and a cot. You know, you get your breakfast, your lunch. You know what I'm saying? Everything's cookie cutter and made for you. These people have no idea how bad life is gonna kick them square in their fucking ass. So that's the shit that's so funny to me. I don't like to see little black girls like this laughing and taking their lives as jokes. You know, you see it all the time. You're like, they giggling. You know, sometimes the biggest jokes be their GPA and their grade point average and their future. You know, a lot of these girls have kids young, have no positive outlook on life, have no future. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I guess laughter is the only thing that they can use to make themselves feel a little bit okay about that situation. You know, it's I can see him going on the white teacher side. He was white. I can't tell. He's talking about them living off the system and shit like that. You know, I mean, is he wrong? Is he wrong? You know, if you continue down that path of the destruction and defiancy, you're not gonna end up with anything positive in your life. And that, you know, shit, that's obvious. You know, I'm 32 years old. I've seen many examples myself of people falling to the wayside. People who didn't have any help. A lot of us people from our community, we don't have no nepotism. We don't have no hand up. We don't have any savings or what's the word? Basically, nobody that has an heir or an inheritance, you know, in the black community like that. That's very rare, very, very rare, especially from somewhere like Jacksonville, North Carolina. I highly doubt it. So you're sitting here and you're coasting through life, you know, you're smiling, you're joking, everything's a joke except for who's talking shit on Instagram about who and who's shading somebody else. The shit is the same old song over and over, man. Just like the Tupac and them, man. It's the same old song all around the world. The same song. This shit is crazy. So yeah, I had to talk about that a little bit because I did not like the attitude in which the girl had. I did not like how. My thing is what's so hot damn funny? Chewing your gum with your little poppy, like that typical ghetto mess. It's the fuck is so funny. So yeah, I kind of had mixed opinions on that video, man, because kids they don't give a shit about anything, you know, except social media, acting too big for their goddamn britches. And it's funny, like when they think everything as a joke, but the real joke is you and your life and your future. That's gonna be the real joke. When you out here selling your goddamn pussy for $20, walking down the goddamn street addicted to goddamn crack, heroin or cocaine or some shit. That's the real joke. When you out here strung out with nobody to give a fuck about you. Kids that out here about to follow down the same path as you because you was out here, everything was laughter and funny. Because you didn't have any other outlet. You didn't want to try. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't want to put forth the effort in the things that it took. You know, it's just you just want to use a defense mechanism and laugh it off. You know, laughter. A lot of laughter is the tool of fools. At a lot of times, you know, if a lot of time when people don't understand, I mean, it's messed up. Or it's I ain't gonna say fools. It's the tool of ignorance. Because sometimes when you don't know, a lot of times you smile. You know, it's kind of a way that it's like a diffuser of the situation. And I'm not knocking people that. You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking people. But my biggest thing is let's not be vessels and let's not be the picture of ignorance and the buffoons of fucking society. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old that girl was. You know, she's obviously going viral now. But my biggest deal is grow the fuck up, man, because your life is on the line. Your future's on the line. You know, the next, your kids' future's on the line, you know, and these grades, they're not going to do themselves. This coursework is not going to do itself. Your life and your goals and bills and stuff, they're not going to pay themselves. And everybody thinks they can have so much online talent, online fame, and a lot of times they don't have shit because they ain't working on shit. So my biggest message to that video and to that situation is grow the fuck up. Take what the man said. You don't gotta agree with the shit the man said. Take what the man said and grow from it. Don't allow that shit to sit in your system and soak in it and allow his words to make you think that you're less than. Don't allow that. Show him wrong. Show him up. Show him he's a fucking idiot. Show him he's a racist piece of shit and that he's wrong. That's how you fight him. You don't fight him by laughing. You don't fight him by not showing up to school on time. You don't fight him by talking in class and being a disruption and making bad grades and certain. He wins. And European and white society wins when they continue to leave us uneducated, impoverished, ignorant, and basically left with nothing, no other devices to make money, you know what I'm saying, due to our own ignorance. So we fall to, you know, the typical devices of the streets. So that's my biggest message to the girl. Show him who's boss, man. Don't allow him to win. That's the TMP way, man. Masculinity, man. You can use our shit, man. Man up, women up, do the damn thing. Let's go. Man. Don't allow that motherfucker to win. That cocksucker, he ain't shit either. But some of that shit had some racial undertones to it that I did not find. I did not find that shit. I didn't appreciate that shit. You know, some of the racial undertones and rhetoric that he had would just go to the system and I pay taxes. Nigga, fuck your taxes. What I say to that goddamn sound like a honky tonk. Fuck him. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one, man. I'm gonna go on to my next topic. See if I can find this video for you. Oh yeah, this one is, man, this was kind of near and dear to my heart a little bit because, you know, I'm a man myself, you know what I'm saying? And we all as men, we always feel like we don't really have an outlet to come out and talk about certain situations and certain things that ails us as men. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip. It's a clip from the Pivot podcast with Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor, and cannot for the life of me think of the last guy to safety. But I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Here goes.
I'll call us out. Us three. Bro, you be in Miami?
If y'all party, I don't party, bro.
No. We don't party, bro. I'm talking about you have kids, I have kids. Come to my house. We can get bounce houses for the kids. We can sit back on the porch, drink a couple beers, drink some wine, hang out. Like, bro, that's not a normal, successful man's life to sit up in the house like that. Like, you got to find good people. And us three can be good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's not, that's not sustainable,
no
bro.
disrespect to what y'all got going on. I've been trying to find good people for so long. I'm tired, bro.
I would say this. It's a 100%, bro. It's so okay to be tired, though.
I got, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got nothing left. You ain't got nothing left to give people.
I'll tell you this, bro. I'll be it. Like, whatever you need, dog. Like, you just want to talk. Like, I for sure can't hoop with you. I'll go out there and pass that hoe. Like, what we're saying is, bro, like, we want to be those people. Bringing you here wasn't about this. I wanted to talk basketball and hoops. But, dog, folks love you, dog. Nobody want to see you go through this.
I got me a Beasley jersey out the motherfucking house. Because I was down here when he got drafted.
I think the thing is, man, like so many times as black men, we are asked because of talent to carry everybody. We are not made to carry everybody.
Ooh, man, that's a tough one right there, boy. Man, that's a chiller. That's a bone chiller, man. He also said, he's like, what do I have to be, Delonte West, in order to get help? It was a big quote he said throughout that podcast. Man, that's tough. You know, we gotta go in though. We gotta go in, man. Nothing to it but to do it. Gotta go in on it. Yeah, man. As I said before, you know, this subject's kind of something that, in my opinion, is personal to myself as well. Cause I'm kind of in the same boat as Mike Beasley on this, man. I'm tired, man. Like, I'm tired. The black community, man. I felt him to the highest degree. Cause me personally, I'm a misanthrope, man. If you don't know what that means, look it up, man. I'm a misanthrope. I have a disgust with humankind, man. I know I've reached out to a lot of people locally in my community, asked for any type of help, asked for any type of outlook or, you know, outreach, reach out to me, allow me to be a vessel, you know. This is the community. We don't have each other's back, man. At the end of the day, you know. I felt him on that, man. I'm tired of my damn self. I stay in the house too. I don't deal with people. I'm, you know, I guess a lot of people say I'm closed off. You know, I'm to myself, as they would say. You know, and in all honesty, I agree with him on that, man. Sometimes it's best just to stay to your own devices, man. Like me personally, I'm a chiller around my kids. He said he didn't spend a lot of time with his kids, and that's all I do is spend time with my children. Because they one of the most important things in my life at this moment. other than, you know, my love and dedication for Jesus Christ and his people, you know what I'm saying, or God, the Most High, whatever you want to call it. But man, I agree with him on a lot of points, man. Sometimes it's better just not to even open yourself up to a lot of people, because the energy and the positivity that you may give is not at all reciprocated a lot of times. A lot of times it's just met with negativity. You know, you think it's going to be something positive, but it's met with something that irks your spirit or turns you off to an extent. You know, people are defined, you know, like I do agree that you do need to give people a try, you know, in this world, you know, but I've been spurred to the point where I felt the same way. You know, I just wanted to be left alone on my own devices, allow me to get my money, and I don't want any personal dealings with the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm giving advice or I'm doing some type of things with children or kids, adolescents, I don't want to deal with the adult people in this world, because I feel like they're full of bullshit. You know, a lot of us are full of bullshit. We act like we care. We act like we give a fuck. You know, we laugh. We hope for people's downfall. We wish on their downfall. It's just so much shit with this in this adulthood life that, you know, as kids we never knew the nuances of it and the things that we were signing up for as we aged and got and grew older. You know, so the situations, I can completely understand Michael Beasley for feeling how he feels and being spurred and feeling like I'm tired. You know, I don't want to give another chance to someone. I've reached out. People have not been receptive. People have treated me like I'm an option or like I'm not important. They're waiting on my downfall to then retweet and make all these tweets and post pictures like they're just such friends with you and all this bullshit. So yeah, man, the TNP way, we all the way agree with that, man. And I ain't mad at you, man. If that's what you need to keep positive, they stay on kilt and sane and keep it on the road. Stay the fuck away from people. Just play your ball, do whatever it is that your outlet is, and go home and you play video games, whatever it is. Get off your feet and relax, man, and pray to whoever you pray to, and just get focused. You know, whatever it takes for you to keep your mental sanity in this crazy world in which we live in. Because we all know a black man's mental stability is one of the last things cared about on this earth. We come last. I think we come last. I think we're right behind either white women or white men. I think black women are actually sometimes first, in my opinion. With some of the things and some of the way society has been pitted, I would think it's black women, white men, white women, black men, in order of, you know, importance. But yeah, one of the things that I didn't agree with on was, it wasn't in the clip. It was a part where he was basically, I mean, he was a little irrational, but I mean, I feel like we all are to an extent. You know, it's not really surprising to me, you know, how he acted. We all are kind of different. You know, there's nobody that's the same in this world. You know, we're all a little different. We're all a little off in our own ways. You know, everybody's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, as they say. But one of the things that I didn't like was, you know, the extra machismo. You know, I understand that I had made a post on someone else's. Somebody had posted a video. See if I can find it. I don't even know if I can find it. Yeah, I don't even know if I can find it. Somebody had posted a video. Oh, here it is. Found it. Basically, I made a joke. I was just saying him and Delonte West are typical light-skinned acting niggas, you know what I'm saying? And somebody basically, I was just bagging, you know, I'm just talking junk, is what I do. But basically, like I told him on the post, man, we delving deeper on it on this episode, you know. Basically, I thought he didn't show nearly enough accountability for the situation in which he's in. You know, TNP, that's the word for this year, is accountability. Got t-shirts like that. We got t-shirts right now with that, man. So I didn't feel like he showed nearly enough accountability as I would love to see. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I just did not like all the extra machismo. You know, he was crying a little bit, and then he went and said, you know, I'll cry in front of a nigga, but I'll beat his ass if he laughs. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It just, you know, it's a huge contradiction. It is like, it's unneeded. Like, just like the safety said, I cannot remember his name right now. But just like he said, he was like that. You know, you don't got to say that to us because he's a real man. You can tell he's a real man. You know, he can elocute himself. He can control his temperament and certain things like that. Not to say, you know, I don't want to start no colorism thing out here. You know, that's not what TNP do. We all together. We all black love. We all one. We all unity. You know, he's from the DC area, just like Delonte West. It's a lot of, you know, they call that Chocolate City. He's a very high yellow man. He said he endured a lot of things, which I've not, that doesn't surprise me one bit. You know, I was called all types of things as growing up, black this, black that, down south. So colorism is real. I was called black as hell by people that was a piece of a shade lighter than me. So colorism is everywhere. You know, he had to go through the lighter skin thing, so I'm sure that gave him a complex. But basically, I didn't like the bullshit fake machismo, man. Like, but I do agree there does need to be, like I said earlier, a space for black men to be able to talk about their problems. But my thing is, save the machismo, save the fake bullshit. I went through this, I had this, I had that. I mean, you don't get a badge of honor for that. I be tired of everybody and the rappers. It's like a culture thing where everybody wants to come on here. It's just getting old. You know, we all come from fucked up backgrounds to an extent. You know, only a handful of us were born with, you know, a nuclear family. You know, your biological dad there, married to your mother, or it's just there in the house giving you discipline constantly. You know, I think he said he didn't even really know his father or something to that extent. So, I mean, and he said, you know, his people stole from him, all kind of things. His mother stole from him, things like this. You know, kind of sad. But yeah, man, TNP, we really not for pity parties. You know, I'm all about, like, we can talk about it, but I'm not here to. That's my biggest thing. I just felt like that was not, you know, express yourself, but I feel like that wasn't productive. Let me say that. That's just my opinion. You know, it's not productive to talk about all your, you know, the things that, you know, try to make your childhood seem like it was so arduous and, you know, and whatever, you know, impoverished and trying, which it may have been. But my thing is, I feel like a lot of people try to use that as kind of a badge of honor, you know, something like that, to, you know, make themselves feel like they're, you know, street or hood or whatever like that. And you know, a lot of people that are fair skinned, they especially try to tone it up and ratchet up the ghetto-ness to that, try to make themselves feel like they down, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the hell that means. Because I'm a darker skinned black man myself, you know. And personally, I don't need anyone to tell me what it is to be black or, you know, anything like that. I'm me, you know what I'm saying? This is me. This is, you come as you are. This is me. So I'm a real shit talker, man. Real shit popper. So Con City, shit, I'm a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, educated and all, but at the end of the day, I'm educated and I ain't put on no fronts. This is me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of I grew up a certain way. I grew up with both my family, but my father in the household, he was a police officer and whatnot. He taught me how to be a man. You know, he didn't teach me how to fake it until I make it. He taught me how to be myself. He taught me how to be no one other but Calvin A. Healy. That's it. I'm not out here trying to impress anybody. I'm not out here trying to stand on any type of pedestal to be like, I'm this, I'm that. You know, that's not needed, in my opinion. That's just me. That's just me personally. As a man, you don't need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to pump up your chest and do any of that braggadocio bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just cut to the chase. Explain how you feel, this, that, and the third. You know, get out all the emotion you want, but all the tough guy stuff, that's just my opinion. It's a waste. It's a farce. It's bullshit. So that's just me. TNP way. But yeah, it was a good little podcast, a little pivot. I liked it, you know. I appreciate him being vulnerable and being able to express himself and how he felt. You know, takes a man to be able to do that, straight up. You know, I've been preaching that personally. The way I grew up, I'm one of the most open people in my family. I'm one of the most emotional. You know, I've been always told I have one of my emotions on my sleeve. You know, that's just who I've been. You know, that's who I am. So I'm glad that everybody else is jumping on the trend of being able to be more expressive, you know, to tell your story. Don't just keep it all bottled up. Tell people how you feel, you know, express yourself. You know, you only get one life to live, you know, don't live it repressed, in my opinion. So, yeah. And yeah, this shit about to get a little ratchet on this last topic, man. Fuck it, because I'm going to do this real fast and I'm going to get out of here. I want to talk about Lia Thomas, trans college swimmer from the University of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I got to go there, man. We're going to go there today. We are gonna go there today. I had a conversation with someone on my Facebook page. They made up a post talking about people being transphobic or something to that extent. You know, being basically saying, let me see if I can find it just so I can cut to the chase. Basically, she put up a post that said, "It is absolutely disgusting how people are discrediting Lia Thomas as a female athlete just because she was born male. As a swimmer myself, I know the disadvantage of going up against a boy due to their genetic makeup, and that was definitely not the case in her 500 freestyle. Lia has been taking testosterone suppression for over a year now, and if anyone cared to look, she only beat Emma by 1.75 seconds, which happens a lot in swimming. Usually it's more in the 500 free. Swimming is such a punctual sport as well. She could have messed up on one of her flips, turns, or took an extra few strokes and lost. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, and then the girl said, preach all the negativity and transphobia can get the fuck out of here. GTFO. I responded, I said, it's not transphobia. Nobody is afraid of trans athletes. It's about having an unfair advantage being born a dude. They need their own competition, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm a delve a little bit into that one, man, because my opinion, what's wrong with them having their own competition? Like, why are they confused? These confused motherfuckers taking the spotlight away from natural born women. Like, this is just disgusting. Myself, I have a dog in the race. Like I told people previously, I have 2 born female daughters, young daughters, that I want to have a fair chance and a fair opportunity once things progress. I don't want this society to turn into something a damn freak show of we got these dudes, these chicks with dicks out here swimming and competing in every goddamn women's sport and taking medals, Olympic medals, and all type of things, and corrupting the sport and destroying the fabric of society. My biggest thing, I mean, me personally, I just be like, why don't you just want to be gay? Like, what? I mean, I know it's a lot of chemicals, all that stuff. But my thing is, why are you in such a fight to be something that you are not? If you are a man that likes men or a woman that likes women, be gay, be a lesbian. But all the gender reassignment and the third, competing again in female sports, it just throws me off with this faggot ass shit. That's just me, man. It is what it is, man. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan, and I will be one of the main ones with whoever else is against this shit, because I feel like this is just a steady slope in which our society is trending downward. Our society is going backwards. We are literally going to hell in a handbasket, as they say. So yeah, that whole ass shit. This shit it's awkward. It's weird. It's disgusting. It's cheating to me. And it really just, it shows where we are as a society. We go along to get along. A lot of people, they just have no direction. They have no discipline. They just lost. This is a lost world. This is the world of people who are lost. They have no integrity. They have no sense of moral compass, or they're just lost. They followers. This is a world of followers. A world of people who are losing touch of reality. And instead of being cool with themselves, they want to force their beliefs onto others, which will never happen, in my opinion. So yeah, I had to talk about that for a second, because it was something I was thinking about. Yeah, she won it, whatever, the 500, whatever. He won, motherfucker, whatever. He, she, he. But yeah, man, Lia Thomas, dude, you better than this, man. Straight up, man. If you ever hear that, you are better than this, man. That's loser shit, loser mentality. Like Boosie said, get your ass out the pool, man. Get your ass out the pool, man. Cause what the fuck, like, what do you, as a man, what do you get out of this? Like, he's still a man. He's still a biological man. Like, to me, it would be embarrassing to be like to do that. You know, even if you do, like, why do you want to continue competing against women? Compete with men to just be a transsexual. You know what I'm saying? Or have their own fucking relays and shit. In my opinion. Yep. Man, this has been another great episode, man. I want to just tell y'all also to continue to drink your water, continue to move around, continue to keep your faculties in order, stretch, get that cardio in, get 30 minutes in of movement a day. Try to fall back from some of the fried foods. Just put in work, man. You know, the black community, we go through so much things, so many things, so much stuff. And, you know, a lot of times in this rat race, our health gets put on the back burner. You know, we already in a situation in which our health is not the priority of the United States and of the people who run this country. We know that. In order, they want to population control. They want to keep us the minority, as they say we are. Although I think we are growing as a people, I think we are continuing to be fruitful. I believe that we are a healthy people. You know, I'm claiming that. I'm manifesting that for our people. We are changing. We are getting better. We are growing. We are becoming more conscious. We are becoming more strong. We are becoming more together as a community. It's just going to take time. It's going to take podcasts. It's going to take things like this and outreaches and certain things to get out in the community and make sure that we, you know, we can at least have a voice for people, you know, something they can click on and have something they can listen to and gain knowledge from, and, you know, gaining a wealth of knowledge from, and things that they can just keep on continue to invest in themselves and their community. You know, health is a big thing. How can we do anything if we don't have our health? Everybody wants to get the bag. How can you secure the bag if your health is in jeopardy? Let's get it, folks. Lastly, I'd like to say this podcast, if y'all feel like so inclined, man, I've been trying to get it popping, man. I'm still working on growing this thing a little bit more, you know, adding cameras to it, certain things. But if you feel inclined, throw a little cash app to me. Cash app right there on the left bottom right there. $toxic, excuse me, goddamn. $toxic masculinity, POD. Follow me on IG. At @CHealy10_4. Working on getting both of these popping. My YouTube page is what's popping right now, man. But we trying to take over this whole motherfucking internet realm right now. That's what we doing, man. You also know we got XL Auto Transportation Incorporated still popping. My escort, my corporation, my business still popping. Give me a call at 704-785-0654. We'll get your moves, small moves, big moves, junk removal. We get it done all day, every day. Just give us a call. But yeah, man, I appreciate you listening to us. I appreciate you coming through, man. Whoever listening, whoever's tuning in, man, you are much appreciated. Just liking and share, comment, tell your friends about us, man. I'm just trying to grow this thing out, grow this outreach. Continue to be blessed, man. I love y'all, man. Hold it down, Con City in the United States. All my black people, be one family. Hold it down, man. Peace.